Well, I hope everybody's Wang Chunging tonight.
Certainly everybody should Wang
I saw you Wang Chunging there. I joined in.
It almost sounds rude, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But listeners, it isn't rude.
No, I think it's just a metaphor for fun.
Yes, Wang Chung.
Wang Chung.
Yeah,
Wang Chung
brilliant.
fun.
I can't think of a time I've ever heard that song before, but they had another hit, didn't they? Which is something
Wang Chung, I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, if anyone knows what that is, do
Yeah,
let me
come on,
know.
if I was saying-
It's going to bother me otherwise.
Wang
Another
Chung.
Wang Chung hit. But
Yeah.
they certainly, and they're having fun tonight, and I applaud them for that.
I bet to this day, wherever the Wang Chung people are right now,
They're having fun tonight.
they're both having fun and Wang Chunging.
They're Wang Chunging.
I think every night is a Wang Chung night in the Wang Chung household.
I certainly think everyone should have a Wang Chung night every now and then.
Yes, indeed. Now, next up is a song which I put on because it's inspired by you.
Ah, really? That's kind
of course, because you're very.
What's that song called, Jason?
Funky Worm. So you're very renowned for having a specialist dance move.
Yes, I have one dance move. It served me well over 50 years, although I probably didn't do it for the first 10. But yes, I do this extraordinary move. I'm like a praying mantis. I leap up in the air and land on my hands. I can't do the caterpillar where you keep going. I just kind of leap up, land on my hands, and I kind of...
Then it's like a wave motion, isn't it?
It's a wave motion, but I almost fold on myself.
Yes.
My whole back is almost at 45 degrees on itself.
Oh, you kind of...
Yes, I rip it, and then I leap up, usually to leap and a turn, and I insist on having a crowd around me when I do it.
Yes.
My wife Jo, who I love dearly, won't let me do it, so I can only really do it when she's not there. It can go wrong, though.
I've seen it go wrong.
When did you see it go wrong?
Oh, it's brilliant.
It's bad.
It was in Covent Garden.
Oh, gosh.
We were out with some friends.
Yeah,
there was a friend's band was playing. It was like
maybe we're having a post-gig drink.
It was a band night, and I think the bands had finished, but the DJ was playing, and there was a dance floor, and what happened was it was one of those moments where the dance floor separates because somebody's really good's got a dance floor.
Yeah.
And
was that me?
That's the thing was, there was two people on the dance floor.
Who were good.
One of them was the good one,
and
the other one was you.
Right, okay, good.
And there was this guy.
So I was dancing with no, he was a stranger.
You were kind of, I sensed some competition there.
Okay.
I sense a frisson there. And you were kind of sizing this guy up because he was doing all these moves.
What kind of moves?
Kind of like hip hop beatbox, kind of like the arms,
moves. Proper recognisable moves.
Yeah.
Okay,
you know, it's doing this sort of.
And what was I doing? Was I kind of flouncing around with limp wrists, being a bit?
You were kind of bouncing about, kind of
flancy.
like it was as if like you were kind of like a tiger prowling around the outside of a cage,
and then
waiting to make you move. And then, while everyone was watching him doing his kind of admittedly very good kind of break dance moves.
Okay, he was quite good. But then what happened? Then clearly there came the moment when
you seized the time to you've been stalking your prey,
stalking him,
and now you decided it was time to go in for the kill.
You had to pounce.
You had to pounce. Yeah. But it was quite late in the night, so there's obviously been a few drinks consumed.
Really?
And that's when you went for a massive funky worm. You leapt very high.
So I went high.
You went high.
Good start.
Which possibly gravity then took over. Because it makes the final part of the movie more difficult because you've got to, as you hit the floor.
Did I have time to unleash for the landing or not?
You kind of just did a big belly flop.
Oh God, really?
Just like poof on the floor.
Right.
But, so it was just like you basically just jumped up in the air and then flopped onto the floor.
Right.
And because the dance floor's cleared and everyone's watching the dance floor, you were kind of being watched.
Was there a ghastly hush of
embarrassment? Even the good dancer was like watching you. Well, no, you tried to recover from it.
Oh yes, good.
So you
got to admire my spirit.
You tried to get back into your usual final flourish, which is to do a spin.
Oh yeah, the famous spin.
But you kind of overmake the spin a bit because obviously you made a bit of a state there to compensate for the poor funky worm.
Oh God!
And so you got back onto your feet and did this spin, which went with big arms. So you'd obviously got some momentum there on the spin.
Like a spinning.
But you kind of flailed yourself onto the stage and crashed into the speaker, and the speaker fell over.
Oh no!
Yeah.
So I'd done a belly flop, done a wonky turn, and knocked a speaker over. Did anyone get injured?
Nobody got injured, but I do remember the guy stood next to me said, he looked in my ear and said, this was proper kind of, sort of after the crucifixion moment.
Be gentle in this story, okay.
Yeah, this guy said to me, who's that git on the dance floor?
And you said...
No idea.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
been the odd good funky ones.
I've seen some
but
spectacular
clearly
ones.
I have landed on my face a few times as well.
I'll give it for the funky worm, whether it be kind of a great one. It's usually not a mediocre.
Oh, it's either great or
disastrous. Yeah. So let's have the Ohio players.
I've never heard this before, but this is to the great and the disastrous.
She's here, Mr. Jones.